Hey, I'm Reed Berger, and my primary source was over Andrew Ure. And some of my main points that I found was that how he quickly drew attention to the power and the efficiency of the new industry available. And there was, it seemed to be a dispute over what this would mean for the future and what this is going to do for the economy and just how it will affect life. And he said that it has not been talked about much, and his example of how it's good is he says the worker that uses the machinery in a factory has a consistent output, pay, and health. And then he says the one who doesn't and weaves, that was his example, was weaving and using the loom, the one who weaves just by himself has inconsistent output, pay, and health problems over time. He believed that the constant aim and effect of scientific improvement in manufacturers are philanthropic. Sorry. This means that these new inventions are good for mankind and all those around him. Ure reported that the factory system's origin is from England. That's what he believes. It is obvious that there's a lot of dispute over this new technology. He proclaims that the machinery will diminish the costs of labor and take labor costs and a lot of labor off women and children. He also points out that steam engines also require people to man them. So he is obviously a fan of the new industry and is trying to raise awareness of how it can help those around him.
Andrew Ure was born 1778 in Glasgow, Scotland. He received an MD from the University of Glasgow and published a large number of works. In 1835, he published The Philosophy of Manufactures. In this paper, Dr. Ure is making the point that the new era of industrialization is nothing to be afraid of or to hate. He is arguing that if it is managed correctly, that this will usher in a new era of wealth and prosperity for everyone. Dr. Ure makes the point that this factory system actually makes life so much easier for the worker. Rather than them being forced into hard physical labor, the workers will have machines to do the heavy lifting for them. This leads to an overall better work experience for the workers, while generating more goods and more wealth for the workers and the owners of the factory. In hindsight, we can see in the 21st century that this is indeed what happened. We are harvesting the fruits of the labor that the Industrial Revolution sowed for us all, and Andrew Ure had the foresight to see the future of this industrial power.